Mm. I got the wrong window. There we go. Does your ceiling always look like that? Light slants in from the bedroom window, falling in stripes across the sheets. You can feel Taylor walking next to you. He yawns, stretching his limbs to fit the corners of the bed. His skin presses against yours, sweets in its accent before he lays a kiss to your shoulder. Good morning, love. You hear feet pad across the floor as he leaves the room. You lie in bed for another hour, checking your phone after all. You don't have anywhere to be until tonight. There's a few messages from Yuto, your best friend, and a handful of notifications from your favorite social media. None of it holds your attention long. No new messages. Eventually, you pull yourself out of bed. It's harder than you remember. It being, you join Taylor in the kitchen. He's at the counter making coffee, ready just for work. How are you feeling? I'm okay. You sure? You're not looking too great. No, I'm fine. He looks worried. His delicate features tighten their concern. He avoids your eyes as long as you're sure. Would you like a coffee? Taylor asks and then immediately starts to make you one, leaving you little choice. Learn not to say no. It only makes him suspicious. You don't want him to worry. He chatters to fill the silence as he pulls a mug from the shelf, boils the kettle, stirs into much sugar when he thinks you're not looking. When it's ready, Taylor places this firmly on the counter in front of you. You wrap your hands around the cup to appease him. It's his favorite, the one with an obscure pop culture reference. You never understand no matter how many times he explains it. I'm looking forward to tonight. Did you remember to make the booking? Of course, Blue Ginger, your favorite. Our favorite. He laughs when he corrects you. You like his laugh. You haven't heard it in a while. Shut up, Pokemon. What time should I get there? 7:30. There's something brittle in Taylor's smile. As he packs his lunch, he kisses you before he leaves. Slow and steady. Happy 2 years, my love. The house feels lonely without him. You look at your coffee. You want to drink it. But part of you cowers at the smell. The warmth. The idea of it being inside you. When you're sure Taylor won't come back, you pour it down the sink. It's nice to be here with you. Thank you for organizing this. The waiter is nondescript when they sidle up to your table. You haven't eaten today. You like to keep it that way. You sat in the kitchen for hours watching the day tick by as an anxiety gripped you tight, pressed itself into your nerves and synapses. You have to do this for him. You have to try. The menu makes your hands shake, so you hide them beneath the table. Grip your skin of your legs as your stomach clenches. You're doing this for him. Taylor orders, oblivious to your turmoil. You're good at hiding in plain sight. The waiter asks for your order. All right, what should we eat? Pasta, salad, or vegetables? Which one? Pasta, 1, salad, 2, or vegetables? 3. Pasta it is. He smiles, please. You don't deserve him. You make a small talk while you wait. He tells you about work. You update him on Yudo. There's an easy intimacy to your exchange, which changes the moment food arrives. The conversation stutters, strains. You can't keep up, can't stop thinking of the food in front of you. You push it around the plate, attempt to make it appear smaller. You know you're not fooling him, but you try anyway. You stare at Taylor's plate. The quail carcass ripped apart, blood and butter coagulating beneath its bones. For a long moment, you wish you could be that open. He saws a piece of breast indelicately and bring it to his mouth, meat wet against his lips. You wish you were him, could lift fork to teeth and swallow down parts of an animal, parts of anything. Feel it heavy in your belly, the weight of something inside you. It makes you sick. You can't stop thinking about food, or the lack of food, or the promise of food, the smell, the feel of the fat of your thighs pressing together when you sit down the fold where your stomach meets your legs. You'd be perfectly marbled, white and red under his knife. That's it. When you meet his eyes, you're surprised to see him crying. Oh no, why he's crying? Sorry, hold on. I killed the mood for a second. All right, let's continue. I can't do this. He stands up from the table, grabs his bag, exits the restaurant without looking back. You're not surprised when he leaves you that night. Does your ceiling always look like that? Hey. None of us have heard from you for a while. You okay? 1, I'm fine, or 2, not really. Hey. Which one? 1 or 2? I'm fine or not really. Hey. Haha. Nice try. I'm gonna come over, okay? 1, no really, I'm fine. 2, all right, I'm off today. Let yourself in. 1 or 2, which one? No, please, Zach, pick so we can finish this and delete it. Sweet, I'll be there at 7. Okay, gotta work. See you soon. What's the name of this? Shrinking Pains? Oh. You wake up to the sound of the front door closing. Did you fall asleep again? It can't possibly be 7 already. You can hear Yuto yelling from the kitchen. Are you seriously still sleeping? I'm unpacking the groceries. Your vision swims as you get out of bed. You put your hand to the wall, wait for it to clear. You wonder if it's meant to take this long. Yuto stands at the counter, half-empty grocery bags laid out in front of him. You can see the shiny red of capsicums nestled next to the prepackaged sandwiches. From another, the smell of roast chicken wafts towards you, enticing and disgusting. Hey, sleepyhead. How are you feeling? Actually, don't answer. Dad, I know you're feeling like... Sorry to hear about Taylor. I knew you really loved him. You don't have anything to say, so you remain quiet. It reminds you of being in the kitchen with him. Voice chattering as he rummaged through the cupboards. There's warmth in every corner of the room. You want to feel something, but you're empty. Lately, you're always empty. I know that you stop eating when you're stressed, so I brought the basics. Yuto continues unperturbed by your silence. Fruit, veggie, chicken, a little something from every food group to keep you going. Oh man, the chicken smells amazing. Do you want some now? No thanks, I ate earlier, or I'm okay. 1 or 2, which one? No thanks, I ate earlier, or I'm okay. I'm okay. Okay, I'm gonna help myself. Is that okay? You nod. It'll be rude to say no. Yuto busies himself ripping open the plastic packaging before reaching into the bag. With his hands, he tells you about his day. As he pulls off the herb skin set in on the plate, updates you and your mutual friends as he twists off a drumstick, a thigh, the muscle white and pink or greasy against his fingertips. Your stomach lurches. You're not sure if it's in hunger or fear. Maybe both. All you know is that you want to be sick. Hey. Hey. Yuto looks unsettled. Half a thigh is gone. There's a spot of fat on his shirt. I'm worried about you. He said it softly, like he's half hoping you won't hear it. You reassure him that you're fine. He looks unconvinced, but changes the subject. It's been a while since everyone's seen you. What are you doing tomorrow? Nothing? Great, it's Maya's birthday. You should come. Where is it? At Blue Ginger. Your favorite. It's like the air has been sucked out of your lungs. Panic. You watching them eat. Them watching you eat. Watching them watching you. Your plate. You can't. 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 You can't, 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 you can't. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of you can't, you can't, you can't, you can't. You can't, 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 you can't. Oh my. You can't, 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 you can't. You can't, 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 you can't. I don't think that will work. What? Why? I can't. Oh, sorry. Yuto's mouth twists. His hands twist. He scrapes his leftovers into the bin and leaves. You don't remember the last time your fridge was this full. You learned your lesson the last time you binged rice thins coated in expired condiments. You've been sick for days. Is this really worth it? Did your ceiling always look like that? 1, put your phone away. 2, message Taylor. Or 3, message Yuto. 1, 2, or 3, which one? Hey, I miss you. You stare at the screen for a long moment. He doesn't reply. You need him, but you know that's selfish. You've been selfish for so long that you've forgotten how to stop. You're angry, you're tired, everything aches from your stomach to your mouth to your bones. The sheets feel like feels like lead pressing down against you, suffocating. You can't stay here. You only remember how you got here in stolen moments, his hand against your lower back. A drink ordered for you at a bar. Hunter, he said his name was. That you remember that. And the way he looked at you, hunger in his eyes and resentment in the way he manhandled you out of the bar when he exposed your neck. The lights are on, but nobody's home. Hunter swims into the view. Ah, you remember now. He's gorgeous in a way that breathes complacency. He lights a cigarette with practiced ease, breathes in deep, lets the smoke marinate in his lungs before he exhales. Trust me, to go for the weird ones. He flicks the ashes onto the sheets. They graze your calf, and while you flinch, he laughs, low and mocking. He stubs out his cigarette on the bed next to you, close enough to feel the burn. He pins you down with ease. Yes, this is what you want. You don't want to think you want him to find pleasure in the body you've been punishing for months. Please let it be good for something, anything. You shudder at the way he runs his palms along your ribcage like a xylophone. How he wraps his hands around your ankles to feel his fingertips meet. You lay back, weak, as your legs are pulled open effortlessly. You lose moments in his whiskey sour breath, the scratch of his beard. You're so helpless. I love guineas. He whispers as he turns you onto your stomach and kisses every indent between your vertebrae. You have bruises for weeks. Hunter is smoking again. You don't have the strength to roll over. Hey, I'm going to order takeout. What do you want? I have to go. We have the room all night. What's the rush? I need to leave. You're still drunk and aching, but you pull yourself out of the bed. You're not sure whose clothes you grab, yours or his, but in the record time you're dressed. The thought of food scares you more than his easy kind of violence. You're in front of the fridge. Why are you in front of the fridge? You can feel semen slide down your inner thigh. You're filthy. Okay, what should we get? 1, lettuce, or 2, water? 1 or 2? Water? Water will weigh you down, slosh in your belly, but you're drunk and you allow this. Surely, surely. Did your ceiling always look like that? You check your phone. Message Yuto. Message Taylor. You're tired. 1, 2, or 3. Which one? How are you? I'm fine. Are you okay? Yeah, I just wanted to know how you're doing. Still not sure about this. I haven't seen you in weeks. Where have you... Working. That's a lie. You've been at home watching your unfamiliar sailing. Okay, well, I miss you. I'm here if you need me, okay? It's hard to hold the phone up. Time stretches, time lags. You're not sure how you got here. You don't even remember getting into your car, pulling out of the driveway, navigating the traffic lights near your home. You look down, look up, your vision swims. Your hands shake and slacken, unable to grip worn-out leather. Your chest heaves, but each breath is shallow. Agonizing muscles, weak. Lungs, weak. You're so weak. It's not the first time you passed out at the wheel. You don't want to be here. The fridge is so cold. Your skin crawls. You want to be nothing but skin, bones, and bare essentials. Eat nothing or the blurry words? 1 for the blurry words, 2 for eat nothing. Which one? Oh, it says eat nothing. Both says eat nothing. Wait, is she anorexic? Oh my goodness, that's so terrible. Okay. Oh, it just disappears. So it's eat nothing then. Did your ceiling always look like that? You check your phone, there's a message from someone that could only be Yuto. You squint, trying to make out the letters. They're fuzzy, unclear. Your fingers feel clumsy whenever you try to type out a word. Your tongue is heavy in your mouth. Limbs feel like lead. Hand falls against the covers. Phone spills to the floor. Bye, Meester. Did your ceiling always look like that? Yuto's coming today. Uh-oh. Did your ceiling always look like that? She dies. Okay, that's sad. Wow, that was short. That was less than an hour. So we could do one more story. That took me 26 minutes. Yeah, it was about it's about eating disorder. That's so sad. See, so it is play as a sufferer of anorexia as they navigate their life and relationships. This visual novel was made in 48 hours. Oh, that is really so sad. Yeah, Game Jam. Because, you know, it's limited, like, time and stuff. So, yeah. Okay, let me write a nice review of this visual novel. And then I could delete it. Yay. Okay. Next one. Next one is Unroaded.